The next is really a new category of sport documentarian. But this individual has done so many amazing things, we added this category to the International Sports Hall of Fame. Phil Keoghan is from New Zealand. He's a television personality best known for The Amazing Race on CBS, which a lot of you have seen. It debuted in 2001. Also the host of No Opportunity Wasted. And this man travels around the world doing really remarkable things and not getting killed. The Amazing Race, also the Outstanding Reality Competition program. He's won numerous Emmys for his great work on TV, and he and his wife, Louise, were the creators of No Opportunity Wasted. He's been the host of The Amazing Race for many years, as I mentioned, and he's hosted over 1,000 different programs and episodes of television, again, putting his life at significant risk over and over again. In fact, he had a list of all the things he wanted to do before he died, but not try and die while he was doing them. Climbing Mount Everest, swimming with sharks, bungee jumping, jumping into volcanoes, having lunch down underneath the water with man-eating sharks, you know, the things we all like to do. So a remarkable individual, but also very charitable. He did the race, and this event raised over $500,000, and it was documented in the movie called Ride. So if we can get Phil Keoghan up here. I'll take this off. Yeah.
All right.
Looking good. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Thank you very much. As I stand here, I'm kind of wondering how a skinny white guy from Christchurch, New Zealand, ends up standing here. For those of you who don't know, that's Arnold Schwarzenegger right over there. Just wanted to point it out. I am not a world-class athlete. I love athletics, but certainly very humbling to be standing here surrounded by the best of the best. So thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Bob Goldman, for bringing me into this incredible family. Wow, like I said, it's pretty amazing to stare around here. Fairfax Hackley, thank you for including me. When Fairfax called me, I said, are you sure about this? I mean, I looked at, he was telling me who was on the list, and I said, are you sure about this? And he said, Phil, we're sure about this. So thank you. Thank you, Eric Hillman, for being a great friend. And Jim, what an honor to get to know you and hear your story and hear about the work that you and Arnold have done. And Arnold, of course, for all the work you've done. Last night, for those of you who don't know, we had an event which was set up by Arnold to give back to kids, to help kids in after school. And I just love being around people who have this sense of wanting to give back. And so this documentary that my wife and I made, and my producing partner, Louise, can you stand up, please? Because I've been with Louise since 1989. We've been partners in life and also in telling stories since 1989. And we found an incredible story about an athlete that had never been recognized. His name was Harry Watson. He was from my hometown of Christchurch, New Zealand. He was a 7-time New Zealand champion, the first New Zealander to ride in the Tour de France, which in my opinion is the toughest sporting event on earth. He was part of the first English-speaking team, and nobody in New Zealand knows this man's name. We read the book, and it really stirred us into action. We felt like, you know, we really need to do something to honor this athlete, because if we don't do something, his name and his achievements will be forgotten forever. So in our infinite wisdom, we decided that the best way to tell his story would be to retrace the 1928 Tour de France on an original 1928 Tour de France bicycle. I happened to be the athlete in that retracing. It took me 2 years to find a 30-pound, one-speed, single-speed bicycle. In those days, they rode 150 miles a day average, with 7 stages over 200 miles a day. They climbed in excess of 20,000 vertical feet. I was 46 years old at the time. It just about killed me one day. It was 23 and a half hours riding. I was hallucinating. But we were determined to retrace this story in an effort to bring this Harry Watson's story back to life. So I stand here today accepting this as a conduit, if you like, representing a New Zealand athlete that I feel really deserves to be recognized. He's not recognized in New Zealand. He's not recognized in the Sporting Hall of Fame in New Zealand. So I'm hoping that when the people in New Zealand from the Sporting Hall of Fame see this, they maybe consider including Harry Watson, this great rider, in the New Zealand Sporting Hall of Fame. Again, I am deeply humbled by this. Congratulations to all the other inductees, and it's amazing to be, again, part of the family. I see all of you here. Look forward to meeting you, and well, hopefully after I can have a chat to some of you. And thank you so much again. It is a true honor.
We decided we're 90 years late, but this is for Harry.
Oh, this is for Harry. Wow, thank you. Thank you very much.